Hi. So I've been thinking the past few days about what I would really love to be sharing on social media with you guys, and what's become really clear and really obvious is things that I kind of use in my daily life to stay connected to my inner self, my inner being, and to stay in alignment with that part of myself. And so I want to start with one first little thing today, which is about um, listening and using, in a way, what we'll call animal medicine, and the symbols that come to us from presence of different animals in our lives. And I'm sharing this because we had an experience yesterday of really meeting a beautiful heron, and the guidance that we received from just seeing that heron in the particular point and location that it was very symbolic. So of course there's animals all around you all the time, so it's not about just the animal around you at a certain point in time and location. In my experience, it's a really felt inner knowing that this animal is showing up in your life, in your field, in your home, or wherever you are, to bring a certain message. It's a symbol for something. So it could be that, one day there's a big wasp that enters your kitchen, and something tells you inside that this is important, this is symbolic. So that's the first thing, is it's really a felt kind of experience, in a knowing this actually is kind of important. And then the next step is to get a sense of what it represents. So there's two ways that I tend to use. I tend to Google it, to be honest. So I usually Google the animal plus the words animals speak, because there's a beautiful book called Animals Speak, which is all about the different symbols and animal representations in our journeys, in dreams, in our lives, and what they represent, what the kind of essence is that they're bringing, that they're inviting, that they're mirroring in a way what is happening inside you, because the outside and the inside are very much one thing and connected. So whenever something shows up in your external reality, it's obviously also working its way through your internal reality. So the first thing might be to pick up your phone and to just Google. For example, yesterday we Googled heron animal speak, and I looked at the first 2 or 3 links and got a real sense of what the heron is in general. And as you do that, of course, it's also really important to just get a sense inside of what's a yes, what's a no, what's a knowing that resonates inside. You might feel expanded in some of the guidance. You might feel a no in some of the guidance, and if it's a real no, then that's also something to explore. If there's a real resistance to the guidance, then that's something to explore. And just to notice the words as you're reading that really stand out to you. That might give you confirmation of where you're at, where you already are in your life. It might give you some essence, some ideas on how to move forwards with where you are. In my experience, again, I often am quite amazed by the mirroring of what's actually going on in my life. So for example, heron energy it's very much about patience and waiting to kind of to strike at the right moment, or to use that precision of the heron's beak to pick the fish. And it came to us at this beautiful place, old place that we're looking at, to perhaps eventually as a dream to create a beautiful center here in Ifania. And we went to kind of explore it, and it was there, and it flew off as we arrived, and it really gave us some insight into how to move forwards with this project, which is to be patient and to wait for the opportune moment to really be able to move forwards with it. It's just a small example, okay, but the more you kind of open up to this, the more you practice it, the more you look into it, and the more you're open to it, because you might just feel a very strong no to this, or the mind might be very cynical about this, what the heck is this? I don't believe this, it's just luck, it's just coincidence. And the mind has many beautiful ways of moving you away from what's actually inside, but it's again really about following that inner knowing. So when you do also meet an animal, like say in real life or in your dream or in a journey, the main thing actually is to get a sense for you what it represents. So even perhaps before you go to Google or after you go to Google, whatever you choose, to really get a sense of, okay, what does this animal represent to me? If I look at, for example, the heron, what are the first few words that come to me? So I see this grace and this presence and this stillness, you know, that reminds me of the heron, this stillness and this real ability to wait with patience and to kind of to strike when the moment is there. And I'm reminded as I speak of the image of it flying off yesterday, and there was this beautiful, it was just graceful as it kind of took off from the sea into the sky, so a lot of grace and elegance. So those are things that are really important, useful for me right now in my life. They're things that are already happening inside. And what this whole kind of practice is really about is just becoming a bit more conscious, more aware, using kind of the external reality, which is always a mirror to the internal reality, as a reflection to say, okay, this is showing up in my life, in my field, so what is it that's actually happening inside me, and what is it that I can be more conscious and more aware of that is happening within. And for me, animal medicine is just really powerful for that. So that's one way that we use it. There's many other ways that you use what we call animal medicine, but I just want to keep this short and talk about how you can kind of open up to the guidance from the animal kingdom that shows up in dreams, in shamanic journeying, but also in this dream, which is reality. I hope that was useful. I'd love to hear from you if it was, what you discovered, what your animal guides are, and what content you kind of need as well. I'm really curious to hear about what are your needs, what do you want to hear, what do you want to know about, and for us to kind of navigate, and for me to navigate what I'm going to be sharing with you that way. Just to finish off, I want to show you this beautiful t-shirt, which is very symbolic as well. And to talk about animal medicine, there you go, a little tiger, which, yeah, turns into this thing. Thank you, Zara. Thank you. Bye.